Does your hair drawings always end up looking flat, fake, and just wrong? You want to make your hair look like this, or this, or this? I'm here to show you how to draw realistic looking hair in different styles: graphite, colored pencils, and markers. Before we even touch a pencil here, you need to understand the single most important thing. The number one mistake artists make is trying to draw every single strand of hair perfectly. It's what our brains tell us to do, but it's what makes our drawings look kind of stringy and flat and not stand out. To get realism, you have to flip your thinking. Stop thinking about the hair as the single strand and start thinking in shapes, layers, and light. Think of hair as big, overlapping clumps. Inside these shapes, you have darks, you have shadows and lights, and the highlights. Your job is to draw these shapes and values correctly. And crucially, you always have to create a base first, because if you don't, your drawing will have these little white holes from the paper showing through, which instantly breaks the realism and can be seen in this example here. We build the form with a solid base and add the texture last. Let me show you how that's possible. Here's a finished piece in graphite. Here's one with colored pencils, and this is what you can do with markers. Now let's break down the process for all of these. Let's begin with the graphite method. Graphite is the perfect base for mastering this, because it's all about light and shadow. You'll want at least two different pencils here. One HB for the initial sketch and a softer 2B or 4B for the darks. You'll also need a blending stump. If you don't have one, feel free to just use a Q-tip instead, and a detail eraser. First, we're going to be drawing a little shape. Use your HB pencil to draw a super light outline of the big clumps of hair. Don't press too hard, this is just the outline. Grab your blending stump or Q-tip and just start blending the entire area you just drew. Here you're creating a solid base. This covers the white of the paper, preventing the hair from looking patchy and creating a smooth foundation for your details after. Now we're gonna start refining and pulling out the highlights. This is the magic step. Lightly start filling these areas in. Make sure your pencil stroke follow the curve of the hair. Contrast creates depth. Go in with your pencil and start creating the actual hair on top of that. With that, you're always going to want to move your hand with the flow. Let your wrists loose. Just draw the flow of the hair from both ends. This is going to create darker spots at the little ends where the hair kind of comes together, and it's going to leave the middle area a little lighter, where we can add some more details and lighter values later. And always remember, this is a process of sculpting. We have different layers here, just like in digital painting. And it's okay to go back, blend over them again, erase something, and go over and over and over until you finally have it. At the end, I'm going to be using this little detail eraser or eraser pen, and I'm going to use it just like I use the pencils here. You can create the thinnest stroke with these, making it look like lighter hair on top, which is going to create the realistic touch to it. And this is basically it. This is how easy you have a simple, realistic looking patch of hair right here. Now we're going to be moving on to the colored pencil method. And this is the best next step you can take from here, because the general technique is still the same. It's all about the light and shadows, and you're gonna see me using the same technique as I used in the graphite method, creating a base first, blending it a little, and then I'm gonna start covering that with darker colors. The only difference you have here with the colored pencils is that you now, of course, have different colors. And here you need to look out that the colors kind of match each other or blend in together well. I chose these brownish colors because it's a very common hair color and a hair color where you can explain this very well on. What you see here in the process is basically the same thing. We're using the graphite method and just applying it to colors and learning from that. And that is about it. Now the last, and in my opinion most simplest method, is using the markers. With the alcohol-based markers, you can already create a very solid base without having these little white dots in it or having to constantly blend over. All you're going to be needing here is about 2 to 3 different color tones. The first tone is going to be your base. It has to always be the lightest tone. And on top of that, you can start creating those gentle brush strokes with darker colors. What I like doing here at the end is adding highlights with a white gel pen. It just makes this strand of hair stand out even more. And now, of course, we're not only limited to these 3 methods. Feel free to always combine your tools and knowledge that you have. For example, in my pictures, I always combine the markers with the colored pencils. But here you just gotta find your own style and what you like doing. At the end here, I'm gonna zoom into some of my finished drawings where I applied these exact methods. Feel free to pause and look at the techniques that I used. You can see it's pretty much everything that I just showed here. And with that, I hope you liked this tutorial. I hope it helped you. Is there anything else you'd like to see or anything I can improve? Let me know in the comments below. And I thank you for watching.